Yo, alright, let's dive into my character update. We've been playing some Diablo Immortal on stream. Been posting quite a few YouTube videos about it as well. Been loving it. We've been playing entirely free to play. I think the game's great. Might put some money into it eventually, but I was very interested in finding out what the free to play experience is like, and it's honestly great. You're not really held back from doing anything in particular. Nothing that you're going to have to worry about for a long time at least. And you're just going to grind it out and have access to fun content and enjoy a good little action RPG MMO experience. So I've been digging it. This idea that you can't enjoy the game without spending a bunch of money is not my experience. So what I want to do though is walk you through a little bit about what I'm doing with my characters. So I feel like I've sort of found my way to like a little bit of an end game build that I'm enjoying for PvP and PvE. And it's built around, I guess we can go over my skills first. It's built around a fast attack speed, a lot of mobility, and whirlwind burst. So we've got frenzy as my main attack, so the attack slowly like chops and chops and chops faster. Then you have like an ultimate demon form, which does super chops, gives you a little bit of a shield. It's pretty fun. I don't use this a ton in PvP. Mostly what you're doing in PvP is running in with sprint, leaving tornadoes behind you, giving you extra movement speed and making it so you can't be slowed, which is pretty nice. Then you're popping your Wrath of the Berserker, which increases your attack speed by 50% and movement speed by 20%. But what it actually does for me is, since we have the Cruelty legendary, the Wrath of the Berserker now increases your crit instead of attack speed. So it's just big crits, just dropping it on people. Big Bladestorm crits. Bladestorm being Whirlwind, of course. So Whirlwind is this spinning around, the classic spin to win build. That action right there. It's pretty sweet. But before we go to legendaries, I'm using a Whirlwind that makes me move a little bit less quickly. But it also increases the radius of my Whirlwind, deals extra damage, and also procs tornadoes, and does more damage. So these are all legendary effects. Stormbringer, the Whirlwind AoE thing, and the extra damage from my shoulders. But I also have a set bonus that makes my channeled abilities do more damage as well. So it's all kind of loading my damage up into Whirlwind. But what you do in PvP is you sprint in, pop your, well, maybe now instead of sprinting in, what I'll do is I'll charge in, because I just got one of the last pieces that I wanted, which is the Merciless Assault. So charge now charges to a location, so it makes a little circle. But within that circle, everybody gets knocked up. You only have 2 charges now, but I feel like charging in twice and then popping your Berserker, charging in twice to get the crits on the charge, and then whirlwinding, and then sprinting out makes sense. Or you could just charge one time, pop sprint while Bladestorming, and then charge out again too. So you're kind of like hit and run tactics here. It feels really fun in PvE, but in PvP it feels pretty good too. So those are my skills, a lot of which are being affected by legendaries. So the helmet that I'm using is pretty nice. It doesn't have strength on it, but it has vitality, willpower. Just kind of like using what I got right now. It does increase the critical hit damage by a little bit, and it also does more damage to targets low life, which is fun for PvP. This is a good time to go over my gems too. So I'm using a rank 3 Berserker's Eye. It's just a little 1-star gem, but it does give me 6.5% increased damage at the cost of taking 5% more damage, but also increases my critical hit chance by 0.5%. So that's, I mean, it's kind of a troll gem because you're taking more damage, but I don't know. I'd rather just do more damage and see how that goes. I'll probably swap this out eventually. I also have a gem that, like I guess that, so the helmet is giving me, this is the Sprint Tornado one. I think there's one that makes your Berserker, your Wrath of Berserker last longer, and I think that would probably be an even better helmet, but this will do. This will do. Sprint making tornadoes is pretty fun too. I don't think I mentioned that we were going over Sprint. This, Ferocious Gale, this is the one that makes tornadoes off of my Whirlwind. This also has willpower strength, max life increased by 2%. This is another just 1-star little dinky gem. My gems are not that good. That's probably one of the things that's going to happen with free-to-play. Not going to have insane gems for a while, but it's alright. The game's been out for like a week and a half. No big deal. This one makes my critical hits deal like a bleed. So when I'm charging in, critting everybody, they're also going to get a big bleed on them immediately. So that's pretty nice too. Working with that crit build. My shoulders are desperately in need of an upgrade. Look at, like, these have like 30 stats. These have like nearly 30 stats. These have 14 and 15 stats. We did thankfully just upgrade my legs, which are pretty beefy legs with the 41 Vite and strength. But these, I need to find new shoulders. So that's going to be another objective for today's farming, I bet. But they're good. My life is increased by 8%, and damaged enemies below 30% is increased by something. Oh, no, I see what it's saying. It's just all one thing. I was like, life increased 8%, and then this was like a bug. But no, damaged enemies below 30%, life increased by 8%. Okay, never mind. I'm dumb. But we're already dealing 14% increased damage to low health targets, which is kind of cool. Then we have Lightning Core, which is probably my best gem. It's 2-star, rank 2. Probably should be the one I upgrade next. This one just makes you just unleash like a burst of lightning, which does really big damage. So once again, I'm charging in, hitting him with a charge, which will crit and explode with lightning damage. Then I'm whirlwinding, putting all kinds of tornadoes everywhere. It's pretty fun. It's a little chaotic, but it's fun. And then, yeah, these upgrade my whirlwind damage by 10%. And then I guess the bonus for it being rank 6 is I have my all skills damage increase. This one is giving me attack speed increase. This one is giving me max life increase. Those are pretty nice. Then I have these. A little bit of damage reduction. Then damage reduction while CC'd. Trick Shot is an excellent gem. I should upgrade this one next because it's like just the most powerful. But I really like this one a lot. The reason why is because it makes your channeled skills consume less energy, or consume energy slower. And Whirlwind is a channeled skill, so if I could use energy less quickly, then I could Whirlwind for longer. Because you see it kind of like drains this bar. This is your energy, then it recharges. It doesn't really go on cooldown, but there's like a recharge. So if I could recharge more quickly, that'd be sick. But yeah, so these pants are the ones we just found, which makes Furious Charge only have 2 charges, but it does kind of make it like a targeted thing. And then there's like that AoE knockup, which is a nice little CC for PvP when people run away. Actually knocking them up and forcing them to either get hit by an auto attack or 2, or just take a couple ticks of Whirlwind. Very nice. CC and mobility are the name of the game for PvP. In almost any game, but especially this one, right? So my weapon, this is an insane weapon. It's a triple stat, Fortitude, Vitality, Strength, the best stats you can get pretty much. Critical hit chance increased by 4%, and critical hit damage increased for 4.5%. This is insane. It's not that high eye level, but it's just so dang good. Triple stat, that are the best stats. Crit chance, crit damage, so sick. So good. I'm using another just little 1-star Dinky gem here. It's at rank 2. Just increasing the speed of my primary attacks. Almost does nothing in PvP. This is a great candidate to be removed for like Chaining Fury or whatever it's called, Chained Fury, where the more targets I hit, the more damage I deal to them. A really good candidate. And Bearbro, thanks for that prime as well, man, as well as Bevo. Thanks, guys. We'll hit you with the flex right now, but we'll shout you out a little bit too. The game's great without paying anything. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it free to play. This one, oh yeah, the Whirlwind radius, reduced movement speed comes from this. This has plus max life on it. Then we have this bad boy, the Broken Soul, which is another drop I got like last night. Very, very cool. This one's also great for PvP. Damage done increased by 2% per party members. Thank you, Zandy, so much for the gifties. We have the alerts turned off for just the video recording, but I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Can't help but shout you guys out for those ones, even though we're doing a little vidski. Little update. So in PvP, when you're like by a bunch of your party members, you can do like 10% more damage or something like that. It's kind of crazy. This does nothing in PvP, unfortunately, because, you know, you kill a rare. It's great in rifts. It's not that, or dungeons, it's not that great for PvP, but whatever. This does give you an 8% damage increase for a whole minute after killing an elite monster, which is a blue monster as well. What's really sick is it makes Wrath of Berserker increase your crit chance by 50% instead of your movement, your attack speeds. That's pretty cool. The duration of beneficial effects increased by 2% is cool. There was one that was really troll, like it was like a stun reduction. Where'd that one go? Yeah, this one's kind of troll, stun reduction. But oh well. My charm is an absolute scam. I don't have a good charm. I probably never will. It's an absolute scam. But it is what it is. Right now I have Lacerate. Eventually I'll try to get Whirlwind. 2% Whirlwind would be great. That'd be great. My accessories, not insane. This one's like a Paragon 3 level. Just Fortitude, Vitality, Healing potion cooldown decreased. I mean, that's kind of cool. Nothing insane. I just have, like, you know, some basic gems in there. Vitality, willpower. We have more execute damage. So I'm actually dealing like 20% more damage to the health target, which is kind of cool. Now that I look at it. Damage taken by your summons decreased by 6%. Completely irrelevant. It's just one of the ones that I've got. Gloves, vitality, strength. That's cool. Damage increased by 1% per nearby party member. Also cool for PvP. And dungeons, I guess. I got this belt. I think I had a belt drop. No. I picked the belt. And then I picked this second belt as well to make it a higher eye level. And it dropped with some good stats. It's like basically 5% damage reduced. Which is cool. It has 3 red sockets, which makes it, you know, nice to be loaded up with damage. But this is pretty big. I finally got these boots that dropped last night. The stats on them are not that great. I'd love to see some strength, but I guess fort and vitality aren't the worst thing. This magical property is really troll. My death heals party members. That's whack. But we do have some blue gems in there. We have some armor pen, which is nice. Armor pen is what you want more than armor. But, you know, just running out of these. And any sapphires that aren't bound to me, I'm selling those for sure. So, but yeah, what we have here is the Grace of the Flagellant, which is not Grace of the Flatulent. Those are 2 different things. But this one makes all continual damage, channel damage, and persistent ground damage increased by 15%. So, channel damage is Whirlwind. So my Whirlwind is also being increased by 15%. That's like most of the damage I do, so that's a pretty big deal. Just absolutely shredding. So this build, the super speedy, like charging all over the place, psychopath, you know, Whirlwinder build is pretty fun. See, that guy got scared, he ran away. Really fun in PvP, really fun in PvE. It has some room to improve. Mostly just I gotta get some better stuff on my character. I gotta get better stats on these shoulders. Obviously better gems could be big. We'll slowly farm up these gems, but the legendary gems are the big thing that could be improved. I'm mostly just kind of selling any of these little gems that I can on the market, and then making some platinum. Eventually the price of legendary gems will come down and I'll be able to buy some. That'll be cool. But while the gem price for these is pretty high, I'm just selling everything, which is good. Definitely want to get the helmet that makes my I mean, like the sprint making tornadoes is cool, but I think the fire sprint one's better, and I even think that the one where I can buff my Berserker's Wrath to last longer would be cool too. But other than that, I have a lot of the things that I want for the build, which is fun. I'm excited to put that to use in PvP. But I did want to make a quick character update for you guys. So far, so fun. Really digging Diablo Immortal. And really digging it free to play as well. So if you guys are kind of on the fence, whether you want to check it out or not, if you enjoy action RPG games, if you enjoy MMO games, you'll probably really enjoy it. And if you don't feel like spending money, then just don't. And it's still really fun. But either way, let's get to work in PvP. Wanted to give you a character update. Ready to rock. Let's go.